when I start with these apps, do I get orientation? No. With Eshyft, Clipboard, Gale, Eshyft, Midshift, Tele, and Telecare, all apps say it's orientation whatever facility you go to. So when you go in your normal shift. It depends what shift you are wanting to work. Me, I'm a first shift girl, so I like to get in and get it over with. Sometimes third. So whatever shift that I work, I just get an assignment and a login. Sometimes I don't get a login. But the whole scenario is, did I get orientation? And the answer is no. I don't get orientation when working with any of these apps or temp service. They supposed to, but when they send over my profile, it showed that I have a spam, so I can catch on right away. So when I come in, I just get some facilities just give you the login for you can chart. That will be the only thing for you can chart for them, for you can chart on your assignment. Get a tour around the building as with working with Eshyft, Eshyft, Gale, and everybody else. No, you don't get a tour. You don't know what stuff at. I get the more things, sometimes when I get in and I know, I ask, can I get on my login if I can chart? And I ask where certain stuff at. Just get a tour of the building? No, I don't. As an agency, you don't. As in a new agency person that going to there and helping them out, no, doesn't do that. Don't get a tour. You don't get a tour. You probably just say, hey, this is our charting system. You get a report of the patients. Who's a Hoyer, who's a tube feeder, who get turned every 2 hours, who get up after breakfast, or who don't get up at all, who wants to get up before supper lunch, who get monitored for behaviors, or who have a colostomy bag or a Foley bag, who's a tube feeder, who's a dialysis patient, dialysis. Today could be Wednesday. They have dialysis at 9 o'clock, so they got to be up at no later than 8:15-ish because they ride become about 8:30 or 8:45. Who's a shower? Let's see. Who get changed every 2 hours, but also have a Foley where you can get chart on that. Who's a new admit need to be monitor or bowels and bladder. Who's a 15-minute check. So all of that, you don't. You have to ask. Get the accent. Get the accent. So if you're working with Gale, Eshyft, Eshyft, Telecare, ShiftMed, if you're working with any of these apps, you need to get the accent. You need to ask your questions. Who needs to get changed? Who get turned every 2 hours? Who gets up? Who's a tool feeder? Who's a closet bed? Who's combative? Do your charting system, not charting, there's the care card is in their room. If their care card is in their room, if their care cards is in their room, or if the care cards is in the system, what charter system do you have? Who's a tube feeder? Who's a colostomy bag? Who gets up after breakfast or after lunch? You have to ask that question. Where is your supply room? Where's the brief at? If the briefs is in their rooms, or you got to keep coming out. What size briefs they have? Even though John Doe says he can be a medium as a blue, and you look at him and you look good damn well, he should be a large. Only reason if he can have room. Medium is the blue ones, and he really don't have enough room, so he needs to be a blue. Need to upgrade. Or sometimes it could be just the way how some people put it on. It could be more on one side and less on the other side, especially on turning. Or who gets up? You gonna have to ask. Getting orientation of the units, working with them, working with these apps. You're gonna have to ask who's a 2-feeder, who's a colostomy bag, who's a wound vac, who get turned every 2 hours, who's a Foley, care cards is in the computer or is in their rooms, who's the easy stand, who's a Hoyer, who's a shower, who's a Kabata, in this rehab unit, this long-term unit, this is the mission unit. You gonna have to ask, what unit is that? What's the patient ratio when you get there? You're gonna have to ask. Yeah, cause all the apps that I have used, and it's supposed to say you supposed to get orientation. Orientation is not orientation. Orientation, I don't even get orientation. I just grab assignment. They give me assignment when I get there. I get assignment. Once I get that assignment, then I know where I'm at. Yes, I ask all of them questions that I just gave you. Who's a 2-feeder? Who's a colostomy bag? Can I have my password and username for I can chart? What charting system you use? Epic or Point Click Care or Max 360 or Max 360 is a charting system, but it's just like Point Click Care, but it's going in more into depth. It's like you ain't gonna never get done, basically. It's just like Point Click Care, but yeah, it's almost just like Point Click Care. Or 360, is it Max 360 or Care 360? Care 360 and something else. It's just like Point Click Care. If you ever use Point Click Care charting system, it's just like that. Epic, it's a different one. It's mostly the hospitals. Hospital use that one. Where's the staff bathrooms at? You probably need to ask that. Where's your breaks room at? Of course. Most of the times they have already your name on there, and you probably spell your name wrong too. Whatever assignment you have, they probably spelled it wrong. Of course, no, spelled it wrong. Who's fluid restriction? If anybody fluid restriction, you will have to ask. Yeah, you working with these apps, you will have to ask. Orientation is not orientation. Orientation, to get orientation of the building, these facilities don't even do it with our agency, with these apps. We don't suppose when you for shift med now, they say we're supposed to get orientation. When you're working with shift med, whatever facility that is, you will get orientation. Like when I worked with shift med, and it was at a hospital and only did 4 hours, I did get the orientation part. Now they change it for all shift now. I don't even think they do orientation. They give you assignment. Whatever you approve of, you just go in and do it. You supposed to, your first assignment, when you working with these apps, you supposed to get orientation of it for you to know where stuff at. Like to go in, they ask you, come in 15 minutes early, sign some paperwork with them. For you can get your username and login names and stuff and passwords and stuff, and we can show you where stuff at, where the linen at, where you dump your linen at, where you dump the garbage at, where the supplies rooms at, where the break room at, where the staff rooms up, where the laundry room at, where the care cars will be at. So if you ever pick up again with them, they supposed to do that, but we don't even get that. We don't even get it at all. You ask what charting system they have. Sometimes when you're working with Eshyft, it tell you when you click, whenever you book that shift, it'll tell you in there, like if they use point click care or they use something else. But sometimes now, since they changed the system for Eshyft, I want to say that they still do that, but I don't think they put the charting system on there. I don't think they put the charting system on there. So, like I said, you will have that ask. So once you book one shift, I will book one shift with whatever agency you with. I will book one shift and get the feel of it and ask. So when you get your assignment, get the questioning. What charting system you have? What unit I'm working on? Is it rehab, long-term dementia, Alzheimer's? What's the patient ratio over that unit? Is me and who else is at an S at the end of that? Yeah, I will ask. But when like I said before, when I did all the apps, I never got orientation. Nope, I never got orientation. They always gave me an assignment every facility I booked. I just got an assignment. But then I got lost for a few times, but they always redirected me. Somebody knew that I was not staff, and they was like, what are you looking for? I'm looking for the supply room. I'm looking for the laundry room. Or I'm looking for the staff bathroom. I'm looking for the break room. Or I'm looking for the DON. Something like that. So it was like, I know it's right here or it's right here. But when you got 5 doors with no names on it or nothing on it, you're trying to figure out, like, I think it's this one or the third one. And somebody gives you directions too to let you know, go down the hall and go to the left and it's be on your first. Go down the hall to your left and then turn on your right and it should be on the third door. That's not helping me. That's not helping me. But again, you know, all the apps that I use, like I said before, I never got trained. They always gave me assignment. I get the question, like I said before. But what I don't make the mistake that I did when I book a shift, I did a double right off the top. Get to know that first unit, or get to know the building if it's going to be that same unit. You know what I'm saying? If it's okay that you can deal with the tolerance a little bit, I will book maybe 2 more here and now. You know, every facility is not the same. Every facility can be ratchet or ghetto or anything else in between. So yeah, get to accent. So working with shift key and all of them, you will have to ask when you book the shift. Because most of the times when you book your shift with these apps or these temp service, they say they don't know. So they going in, they blind leaving the blind. You, again, don't know. So you will have to figure it out when you book that first shift. Once you book that first unit, you will have to see if that facility is in your standards. Can you continue picking up there? But again, I never got trained at any of the facilities that I pick up working through these apps. No. Shift man I did when I pick up in 45 minutes. That was at a hospital. But any other units, no. Never got trained. I always get, your name is John Doe. Oh, you on long-term 2. Or you on rehab assignment 3. That's what I got. But getting getting trained, no. No. So, no. No. So this is your girl Tane. Click subscribe for notifications. Getting trained using these apps. Nah, I never got trained.
When you have 29 years worth of experience, why would you? Can you get my glass?
But me getting trained, at the facilities, no. Even though you still have experience, you still supposed to get trained on units, no matter what. Capiche? You want to ask another question?
You want to buy me Subway?
Huh?
You want to buy me Subway?
I don't have enough.
Oh.
It's on my healthcare. It's all facilities are the same. To me, if you've been there once, you've been on all. Depends on the layout. Special linen wise, one facility can have a whole lot of linen, and the other facility can have maybe a few. You probably have to look for soap too, or look for soap, breathe, towels, if they have disposable pads, chucks,
diapers,
breathe.
Peace band.
Not no pizza fan.
I've had 1 dietary pizza fan.
You probably have to work for dietary. No, you have extra. We have extra hats, and we working in the healthcare field. So yeah, this is your girl Latoya. Now we are about to go, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Talk to y'all later. Say bye. Say bye.